Hello, everyone. It's Dangerous Doug Harper back with you on another great episode of Lunch with Doug. Thank you for spending your lunchtime with me today. You've already read the title, or you already know the title. Today's episode is about Taylor Deranged. We're going to have Taylor Jordan in the studio here at the new studio at Door 4 in John's Barbershop in downtown Nevada, Missouri. We'll be back with Taylor Jordan here on Lunch with Doug. The Lunch with Doug podcast is produced by the Music Exerbia Project, and today's show is brought to you in part by the Second Edition shop at 500 East Cherry Street in Nevada, Missouri. The Bell's Boutique, also at 500 East Cherry Street in Nevada, Missouri. The Harry Frog Graphics at 150 North Commercial Street, or call them at 417-381-1077, harryfroggraphics.com. Nevada Tobacco Store at 125 West Cherry Street in Nevada, Missouri, now selling alcohol. Bobby Ogle, the doTERRA Wellness Advocate, Essentially Fit, and the Interior Motives, all located at 119 North Main Street in Nevada, Missouri, or visit her website at mydoterra.com/Bobby Ogle. The Brickwall Bistro Catering, 417-684-1095. Verco Apparel, located at 112 North Cedar Street on the square in fantastic Nevada, Missouri. And the Casa Azteca Mexican Restaurant, located at 903 East Subway Boulevard on the historic Jefferson Highway. I'm your host, Dangerous Doug Harper. Thank you for spending your lunchtime with me. Dangerous Doug Harper back with you on Lunch with Doug. And as promised, folks, I know you've been awaiting and are excited about it, but I have the one, the only, Taylor Jordan from Taylor Deranged with me today, our first guest in the new studio here at the John's Barbershop. How are you today, Taylor?
I'm super good. How are you, Doug?
Well, I'm great because you're here, and I'm excited about this historical moment that you're going to be making at Cotty College this weekend. So.
Yeah.
For the folks that haven't experienced seeing the flyers or hearing what's going on yet, sum it up. What is going to happen Friday at Cotty College?
So we are doing a one-night show at Cotty College on September 15th at 7:30 at the auditorium. We will be doing a fundraiser. All ticket sales go to the Cotty College Theater Department. But we will be putting on a show with my new band, Taylor Deranged. And yeah, we're gonna sing some rock, metal music, kind of a mix of everything. So yeah, it's gonna be a really fun night.
Have been telling people I think this is like probably the biggest heavy metal kind of hard rock event that's actually ever happened in Nevada.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I mean really. I mean we've had some rock shows and stuff, but this is gonna be a kind of a top of the mountain kind of moment. I mean there's 500 seats, right?
Yep.
You've already got a ton of your fellow students that are fans. I'm sure
yeah.
that are going to be there excited.
Of course, yeah.
So let's talk about how to get tickets and how that works.
So if you go to TaylorDerangedFacebook.com or go to the Cotty College Theater Department Facebook, there's a link that you can click on to order tickets. Tickets cost $10 for adults and $7 for seniors and children. And then you can also, if you're unable to come to the show, you can do a donation through the same website and help the future students of Cotty in theater.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So let's, I guess I should update that part with them or talk to you about this, that you are actually a theater major, but you also are involved in the music department at the college, right?
Of course, yeah. So I am a theater major. I kind of learned a lot of the production, the acting side of everything, but then I also partake in a lot of the music opportunities that we have on campus. I'm a part of Chamber Singers, which is the choral concert or choir that we have with Professor Spencer, and then I also take music classes as well as participate in Voice Rep, which is where I perform every other Monday for the students and my teachers there on campus.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So you could do a classical number and you could do a Lady Gaga number back to back.
Of
right?
course, yeah. It's very open. You can do whatever you want in those classes. So it's a really good practice, and it helps teach me how to have stage presence or just learn about myself as a musician, because I've done things from musicals. We performed Nirvana last semester with you, and it was really fun. So yeah, lots of opportunities.
Lots of opportunities at Cotty for sure. All right, so let's talk about you got this band together. Now you met these guys because you were recording something at a studio. Is that correct?
Correct. So James Bivens, which is one of my guitarists, he owns his own recording studio, and during the summer he helped me create one of the songs that we will be performing on Friday. We spent hours in the studio creating the song. I don't want to give it away because I want to give it as a surprise for everyone on Friday, but he made the connections to all the other band members, and it just worked out. And so now we're going to hit the ground running, and hopefully make something big out of this project we've started.
This is going to be great. I think you are going to be big. That's what
so.
I was telling. I was telling John up front that I was like, I think Taylor's going to make it big, and so you're pursuing music as that's what you're going to do.
Correct. Yes.
So you're basically pursuing being a rock star.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Some people try to get into marketing. Some people try to do whatever hospitality or these different things, but you are pursuing rock and roll. And
I am.
And this band is now, this is your first show with the band, but this is going to be your band, kind of. Is that
Yes,
happening
that's the
here?
plan, yeah. After we finish this project here at Cotty, we plan to really hone in on creating our own songs and to hopefully in the future go on tour, even if it's just at casinos and doing the casino route, or we plan on hitting up Rocklahoma next year, as well as JJ's Live in Fayetteville, Arkansas, because we're all from Northwest Arkansas, so we kind of want to hit that music scene over there and branch out from there. So yeah.
Now let's touch on Rocklahoma. For people that don't know what Rocklahoma is, it's a huge rock fest in Pryor, Oklahoma, at this about 60,000 seat type place.
It's
pretty
huge.
big. Yeah.
It's massive. There's 4 stages in the whole area.
Yeah,
so.
nice.
Yeah.
And your guys from your band they just recently, some of them performed on the Rocklahoma stage. Is
Correct.
that right?
Yeah. So every one of the members in the band now, in Taylor Deranged, have been a part of 90 Pound Wrench in the past, and 2 of them are current members now. We have Scott Seaman, who will be a guitarist for Taylor Deranged, who is also the guitarist for 90 Pound Wrench. And then we also have Chuck, who is helping me with some backup vocals and some duets on Friday. He's the front man for 90 Pound Wrench. So, yes.
Very cool. Very cool. So that just, I guess what I'm going with this for the listener, if you're listening, you can see that the band members are pretty seasoned. So you're getting kind of a real seasoned band coming in.
Yeah.
And you got this fresh vocalist that's, I've heard Taylor sing, folks, and she is fantastic. So you're gonna have a really good thing here going on this Friday at Cotty College. Now, if you are an agent or a venue that's listening that maybe is going to be like, hey, we want Taylor to come to our show, how do they get a hold of you? You guys got management yet? Or are you doing that yourself at this time?
So kind of right now we're doing it ourselves. Since these guys have been in the business before, they kind of know how to handle it. And so if you would like to reach out, we have our Facebook page, Taylor Deranged. You can just email us through there, and then we will respond. In the future, we hope to have a better platform for people to reach out to us or whatever. But right now, Facebook is where we're starting. So.
Well, sure, that's how it happens.
Yeah.
A lot of them. I talk to a lot of folks on Facebook, and there's a lot of. It kind of seems like it goes like this. Like they come into it, they kind of self-manage themselves, then they get a manager for a while, then they go back to self-managing themselves.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cycle of life or something in the world. I don't know, but nowadays it's everybody's connected. It's so cool. But
yeah, it's such a small world.
But
it's
that's
crazy.
your preferred contact through Facebook.
As of right now, yes.
Yeah. So Facebook, Taylor Deranged. Check her out, like her, and come to the show if you're in the area, because it's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be great. Yeah.
You have not only the band, but I understand you're gonna actually have some dancers.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
yeah. So we have some of our Cotty students that are going to come in and do a little bit of improv. They come in on Thursday when we have our rehearsal and our setup. They're going to kind of run through the songs with us and see where they want to be and what they want to do. And then Friday, it's pretty much all on them. They've got it. They're great. It's going to be Sasha Smith. She's also my cousin. We have Ken Donovan. They're very active in the dance department that we had on campus. And so, yeah, I trust them fully, and they're going to have a lot of fun.
It's
Yeah.
going to be great. Sasha and Ken, I can attest that they are both fantastic characters.
Oh, yeah, they're
Fantastic
great.
stuff.
Yeah.
So that's going to be cool. I kind of, as I'm picturing kind of the layout of things, I'm thinking, like when I saw Molly Krug, they had
Yeah.
like some dancers and stuff up on stage. It was really cool. It adds a visual aspect to the music and stuff.
For sure. Yeah, yeah.
So it's gonna be cool, and the theater is it's like a 40 by 30 stage. So it's like a big stage. There's 500 seats, and there are some wheelchair accessible. So if you're wheelchaired, there's some special seating for that. So let us know ahead of time. We'll make sure to get you accommodated and get you fixed up with a great place to be at, and just a great facility for arts and music in Vernon County, innovative Vernon County. I guess we give them the address. If you don't know the address of Cotty College, it's 100 West Austin Boulevard. The theater is on the corner of Tower and Cherry Street. That's where you kind of pull into the parking lot. So it's
Correct.
right off of Austin there. So okay, so let's talk about the set list now. What kind of music can we expect at this show? What are we doing?
So I don't want to give away the set list because I kind of want that to be a surprise.
Well, sure.
But I will give like kind of a gist of what we're going to be doing. So a lot of our songs, there'll be songs that people know. A lot of them are pop songs that we have changed into a rock rendition. And then we also have, some songs from Journey. And if you know Hailstorm, we have Hailstorm songs.
Sure.
We have Atlantis Miles. We have a good mix of things. So I think no matter the groups that we get in, I think there'll be something for everyone. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's a fun set list for sure.
Sounds very good. A lot of people have asked, and I said, well, they do pop and kind of metal rock kind of stuff, but you're kind of doing your own versions of some of these songs.
Some of them, yeah. Some of them are still pretty close to the originals, just with our own little twist on them throughout the songs. But yeah, I think pretty much all the songs will be known from people for sure. But yeah.
Sure. Well, let's talk a little bit about your influences. I know you've got some bands that you're really into.
Oh, yeah.
So tell us about who has inspired you through the coming into this thing.
It's kind of hard to say because I like all kinds of music. My preferred is rock and roll. But with this project, I would say some of my biggest influences would be like Maria Brink from In This Moment, if you know who that is. She's a female frontman, or front woman, I guess. And she can scream. I wish I could scream like her, but unfortunately I cannot. It's close, but not that close. And then we have like Hellstorm. She's a power belter, and I'm a belter, so I look up to her a lot. Izzy Hale, if you know who that is. But then you also have like Lady Gaga, which is one of my biggest idols. And so we've taken one of her songs and we've kind of made it into a heavier version. But yeah, like I look up to her like crazy. People say I look like her, but yeah, she's very talented. And I love these women's backstories. That's a huge thing that inspires me because they've, come from nothing and they've made themselves into what they are now. And that's really where my inspiration comes from.
Yeah, absolutely. So anybody out there that if there's a young lady that's, other than telling her definitely go to Cotty College, but if there's a young lady out there that's wanting to do it, what can you give them some wisdom?
Do you mean like going to Cotty, or do you mean like
no, just like
pursuing what they want?
Pursuing your music and things.
I would say honestly, just jump into it. I've really not had a lot of guidance in the music industry until I got older. I mean, I've had voice coaches and I've had people that I've worked with in choirs and people like that. But it kind of was hard to figure out, like, where do you go to audition for a band? Where do you go to get into that scene? And that took a lot of time to figure out. And it's just about who you know. I also work at the Walmart Amp in Bentonville, Arkansas, and that's where I've made a lot of my connections. But I actually met James Bivens, my guitarist, through my dad. They went to school together. So it's really just asking, like, hey, do you know this person? Do you know where I can find someone that can do this or whatever? And just jump on any opportunity you possibly can. And if you have like self-doubt in that, going down that road, don't give up. Just keep going. Cause I mean, I've had people tell me like, you'll never be anything, or, you don't have what it takes to be a professional, performer or whatever. But I've been chasing this since I was 9, and it's taken me this long to find a band, and I'm thankful because it's worked out perfect. It'll happen when it's supposed to happen, and I think you just have to stick with it. Don't give up. Just keep fighting for it, and you'll get what you want. It's just how it happens.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody said, I'm not sure who quoted. I quoted this the other day. I saw. They said something about you can't wait until you're 100% ready. You gotta go when you're about 70%. You're not quite there. You're not quite ready, but you go ahead and go.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it just never works. I thought that was pretty cool. What is the band Parlandria? Is that how you say the name?
Paralandra.
Yeah. Now you're friends with them, right?
I wouldn't say I'm friends with them. I've met them a couple times. Scott knows Paralandra. Scott and Chuck, because they have performed at casinos like Cherokee and things like that. So they're great people. Every time I met them, they've asked me, like, do you have a band? And at the time I didn't. And they were like, just keep going. You'll find somebody, And so it's really cool to meet people who later on you're like, oh, I know you and you knew them. Like, this is crazy. It's a small world. And so, yeah, they're wonderful people. And they put on a show. That girl Cassandra, oh my God, her voice is just amazing. I've seen them, I think, 3 times. So, yeah.
And they're doing, like, some really big stuff. And they just the other day, of course, they were playing casino. And then I saw they were on some bigger stages. So they're really moving up.
They're definitely moving up. Yeah. Good for them, though.
So
I'm happy to see that.
Maybe you two can go on tour. So you guys will do a giant United States run or something.
That would be cool, wouldn't it?
So if you're listening, managers, booking artists, there you go. That's what needs to happen. So, all right. Well, I'm going to get out of here. It's wonderful to have you. We'll be there to meet people after the show.
Of course, yeah.
And I think you're going to have something. Are you having T-shirts up there? Or is that how do they get T-shirts? That's a pre-order thing, is it?
Well, you can do pre-order because we only did a certain amount, and they ended up doing a lot better than we thought they were going to do. So if we don't have your size or the shirt that you want while you're at the show, because we will be selling them there, we will have a form you can fill out, and we will order those shirts for you, and we will ship them to you as well. Or if I will see you, then I can give it to you. But yeah, they're one that says Taylor Deranged on the front is $20, and then we have one of the poster design that we created for Nevada, and it is $22.50. So yeah,
fantastic.
You can also go on Facebook, and we have the link to purchase them right now. So yeah, just either whatever's more convenient for you.
Cool. Is that a long trip running link?
Yes.
So it'll be there. So
It should be there, like.
They can order ongoing.
Whenever.
Yeah. I will try to copy the link. So probably in the description below this podcast, wherever you're listening, you should be able to click that link and get a T-shirt.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, Taylor, it was wonderful having you on Lunch with Doug. Thanks for being my first guest in the new office.
Thanks for having me. This is so fun. I love it.
So, all right, guys, come out and see Taylor Friday at Cotty College in Nevada, Missouri.
Yeah.
The Lunch with Doug podcast was produced by the Music Exerbia Project. Today's episode brought to you in part by the Second Edition Shop and the Bells Boutique at 500 East Cherry Street in Nevada, Missouri. They Harry Frog Graphics at 150 North Commercial Street and 417-381-1077 Nevada, Missouri. The Nevada Tobacco Store, 125 West Cherry Street in Nevada, Missouri. Bobby Ogle, doTERRA Wellness, Essentially Fit, and Interior Motives, all located at 119 North Main Street in Nevada, Missouri. The Brick Wall Bistro Catering, 417-684-1095. The Verco Apparel, 112 North Cedar Street on the Square in Nevada, Missouri. On the Casa Azteca Mexican Restaurant, located at 903 East Subway Boulevard, the historic Jefferson Highway in Nevada, Missouri.